For the past few weeks, every day, it seems like there's a story of someone being hospitalized for vaping in the news. In fact, just last night, another person died, bringing the number now to 9 deaths. Some 500 cases also reported of severe lung injuries. This all coming from the CDC. The FDA now is launching a criminal investigation into what's going on. And as of this morning, New York State and Michigan have now banned all sales of e-cigarettes. My next guest says she nearly lost her life because of vaping. She's here with her mom. Please welcome Kayla and her mother, Jen. I'm going to get you to stand by because I have with us board-certified family physician, Dr. Jennifer Caudle. I need to stay right here. Jennifer, you brought some things because this morning, full disclosure, in our meeting, I said, I still don't understand the difference between the e-cigarette and the vape and the pen and all of this. So you have, come and get you stand up.
Absolutely.
What do you have here for us?
So these are a number of different types of e-cigarette or vaping devices. They come in many different shapes, sizes, forms. Some of them look like USB chargers. Some of them look like other things. And so they're sold in all sorts of places. This is also a version of the liquid that can be sold or people purchase with it. You know, I should be very clear that, you know, e-cigarette use among young people is an epidemic. In the cases that we're seeing of people going to the hospital, most of them are reported vaping THC or THC and nicotine.
Okay, so they're telling me we can pick. I don't like to pick up things I'm not told I can pick up. So we can pick this up. This is the pen.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. These are vape pens. These are all different versions of vaping devices. So they all kind of look different. They kind of look innocuous, right? Like a writing pen or things like that.
So these cases, though, because I want to get this clear here. Sure. The cases of death are linked to what?
So first of all, we don't actually know what's causing the deaths and the illnesses. What the CDC says is that the most people who have gone to the hospital with symptoms of acute lung injury or who have died have reported vaping with THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, or THC and nicotine, or sometimes just nicotine. And that's why the CDC is saying, don't buy your vaping products off of the street because we don't know exactly what's in them. That's what we know right now, but we don't know exactly what it is that is causing these.
So these are the pens, and then this blue thing
is
what?
Examples. Yep, this is another example of them. They just come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, and they can be easily hidden. They can be, you know, you can see you can put this in your back pocket, at your purse.
I guess again, I'm trying to unpack what's going on here because overnight you have 9 deaths. Is it because they've been on the market for a couple of years? So, as in the case with Kayla, she's been using 2 years, and now it's built up, and we're seeing the symptoms or the consequences of 2 years of smoking?
That's a great question. I think there are 2 issues here. One is the issue of e-cigarette use in young people, the ones that are manufactured that you buy. They're not indicated for young people. E-cigarettes that you buy in the stores are only for adults. But then there's a second issue of what we call black market vapes, vapes that you can buy on third-party retailers and things like that. We think that maybe what's happening is they may be mixed with THCs and other oils and substances mixed in them that people are buying. We don't know what's in them.
So now we're at the point where they're being banned. Because when you don't know something, you always put a hold on it. So New York today, Michigan today have put a ban on these until further investigation. Meanwhile, they're still in the hands of kids.
Right.
Still in the hands of people. You can't go back and get them out of someone's drawer. You heard Jen say they just kept popping up, an unlimited supply.
But that's what we're talking about this, because this is the information that's going to change people's actions. Understanding that we don't exactly know what's causing this, okay? E-cigarettes, the ones that are manufactured that you can purchase, have risks in and of themselves. We don't have long-term studies that tells us what they do and they don't. Then you've got these black market vapes that have THC and other oils that can damage the lungs and potentially may be contributing to these illnesses that we're seeing. It's like the wild, wild west out there. This is the information that hopefully will change people's behavior.
It's interesting. I'm looking at the audience. We're talking. I could not help but to see 2 young women kind of leaning up here because these are who are being affected by this.
Oh, absolutely.
The 18, 19-year-olds we're seeing here. And coming up next, I'm going to meet a family. Their son, thank you, Dr. Jen, 131 days in ICU with vaping. He was supposed to be released a couple of days ago from the hospital. He is still there. In my 25 years of doing television, I've never interviewed someone live from their hospital bed. That's how serious his parents are about the warning they want to issue to you at home. We'll be right back.